Live from the 2014 California Republican Convention, the GOP, here in Burlingame, California. This is the Sackheads Radio. Wrap it up for the Saturday. I am with my good friend Clint. Sacco's on the board behind us. How are you, buddy?
Yeah, me or Sacco, because you introduced both of us.
You. I don't talk to Sacco on the air.
People don't care about Sacco.
We don't talk to him on the air.
He's kind of like the guy behind the scene. He pushes the button. That's what Sacco does. He pushes the button. We've been through this.
So it was a good day. It was a long day. We started about 12 hours ago. We've been covering events just about all afternoon, so that's been fun.
Well, Sacco and I started 15 hours ago.
Right, that wasn't my fault.
No, it was your fault. You started 12 hours ago. You decided you need beauty rest, whatever that means.
Wrapping up, what are some of the good things that you've taken out today? What are some of the bad things?
Republicans can drink, which is awesome.
That's always a good thing.
And bad things is they're not all conservative. What about you?
About the same.
Okay.
Really happy to see the Tea Party caucus alive and well, and even though there were some issues in there, just to see the excitement that the Tea Party brings and the fact that they were by far the loudest caucus. They had the most excited people.
Will you stop saying that word?
I can't help myself.
I know you're doing it on purpose because you know I want to giggle
and
like
because
a
we're
schoolgirl.
sitting right outside the Tea Party caucus hospitality room and the Elizabeth Emkin non-caucus hospitality room, it's really hard for me to stop saying caucus.
But when you say caucus like that, it's almost like an invitation, like it's an order, like you want somebody to cock us, and I don't appreciate that. That's perverse and gross, and this is a Republican convention, although there are some, I guess. That's not us.
So it was.
So really, if you want to say that, just say cock me.
Can we move on?
Please.
Okay, thank you. Some of the highlights today was Tom McClintock's speech at the Tea Party meeting. How's that? Is that better than caucus?
Yes.
He gave a great speech. It really got the crowd roared up. You had a one-on-one with Pete Sessions.
I pretty much nailed it. Listen, I was the last question in the Q&A, and I nailed it.
You did.
No,
actually, there was
a
sign that came up behind you, like a bingo sign, except it said "nailed it."
Right. It's weird because I got a call from the White House press corps, pretty much inviting me to join them because my question was so incredible.
Absolutely unbelievable.
That didn't happen, but it could have, and people would believe it.
It could happen.
Look, the highlights for me was Secretary of State Rice, which we talked about earlier when we broke in. Congressman Sessions spoke again this evening, and I thought he did a phenomenal job. Really talked about bringing the conservatives together and the Tea Party people together with mainstream Republicans, which are needed, kind of uniting against the common enemy, so to speak, which would be the liberals out there. I had an excellent conversation with Cammie Foote, who is in Inyo County. She's the recorder. And she's running for re-election. I predict a win. I predict a big win, mostly because she's running unopposed.
That's always a good sign for a big win.
But she is outstanding. She has some great ideas on some new voting legislation, as well as some property rights legislation that she wrote an op-ed about. And she's offered to come on the show and speak about those issues with us, so we look forward to having her.
That'd be great. And we actually made a ton of contacts, hoping to get a lot of people on in the next couple of weeks, talk about their races and everything else that we possibly can. Our good friend...
There is an outstanding blogger here, I tell you. I met the best blogger.
I was just going to say, we met a great new friend.
She is, and I'll tell you, Rooster is not a blogger only now,
right,
so I can say this without hurting his feelings. But just a tremendously sharp young lady, very conservative. She's beautiful to boot, let's be honest, and great head on her shoulders, the brains of the operation. Really provides a unique perspective on the happenings with the conservative movement.
She just gave you the thumbs up. So
she did.
That was the approved intro. That's good that we have that down now to record it.
Okay.
So from now on, when we talk about it, we can just hit the reload button and loop.
No, we're going to have to come up with something new. Yeah.
Just add ishes.
Ishes. Conservative.
Add alicious.
Bloggericious.
Conservalicious.
Yeah, conservalicious, blogger, bossylicious.
So, can you tell our folks where to find you so they can check you out?
Tell folks what now?
Where to find you.
Where to find me? You can find me at Facebook.
What are you talking about? She's at the GOP convention 2014.
You can find me right here in front of your booth at CAGOP 12 hashtag 14. I'm sorry. Hashtag CAGOP.
It's been a long day for everybody.
It's been a long
week for everybody.
5 years. But yes, you can find me at conservalicious.com. You can find me at Twitter. You can find me at Facebook. You can find me in Burbank, California.
That's
Just
right.
find me. Whatever you have to do, find me.
And we
Hopefully-
certainly found her. So
Hopefully
check
that
her
doesn't
out.
send the wrong message to stalkers. Just remember that could very well be stalkers right there.
Right. If you have a clown mask and a dagger, I'm pretty sure she.
No, officer, I have the
Doesn't
audio
mean
right here.
that.
She said, "Find me." Here, listen to it.
Stalkalicious. My friend, it's been a pleasure. We have some drinking to do and some hospitality.
We do have
sweets.
some hospitalities to crash and some drinking to do. Tomorrow the convention wraps up. We will do one more live feed tomorrow and get it out of the way. And then we'll be back Wednesday night, 8 p.m. on the Pacific, 11 on the East for the Sackheads radio show. We will wrap this up, and we're going to be pushing. We have a very special guest Wednesday night that we'll tell you about as the week goes on.
Maybe, if you're lucky.
If you're absolutely lucky.
My friend, it's been a pleasure. Good day today.
Absolutely.
Look forward to continue
Sacco,
this evening. We've got a lot of work to do.
Really quick, a special thanks to Sacco for the amazing work he did at getting that remote up and running. He was outstanding. Everything went off without a hitch. It was more than we could ask for, and for all the help that we give him, truthfully and honestly, we once again appreciate all your hard work.
The
buddy.
music ran out because you were going on and on and on. There you go. Now he fades it back in. See, he fades it out to give himself credit.
I know. Did
you notice that?
You know he's going to play that.